So this is the second time for this week that people asking me how I have the mindset I have, how I so locked in at the age of 21 years old. And that's because of three main things. Yeah, three things. So the first one is when I was 14, 15, 16, I used to be doing things that 21 years old doing today. Which means I used to be going out, I used to be going places where you had to be 18 and older. I used to go out a lot with my big sister to parties and things. And those things, after a while, it just ain't my type of things anymore because I've been doing them a lot while I was young. So now that I'm older, they ain't just my things no more. And if I did start doing them at the age, let me say, of 19 or 18, I think I would be still doing them today because I wouldn't have had a chance to do it when I was younger. Now that I'm older, they just things that ain't fitting me no more, that I don't like to do no more. Because, like I say, I've been doing them a lot when I was younger. So number two is having a man in my life. Having my father in my life was a big role of who I am today. Which mean when I was younger, I used to only be with my father on weekends and sometime after school, but nothing more than that. But after a while, I would live with my father. After the hurricane Yuma, I would live with my father. And my father was strict, very strict. Well, not strict, but he was very strict. I mean strict to the point like he hated me, things like that. My father's a man who rather talk. My father only hit me from since I was in my teens. He only hit me twice. The first time was because I was on a bike. My father don't like me on bike. I was on bike, so he hit me. Second time is because when I was living in France, I come down for a vacation. I had to go back. France, the day before I had to go back, he told me don't go out. I said sneak out and went out, and he hit me for that. But other than that, why me in strict, he used to sit me down and talk to me when he see me doing mistakes, to sit me down, explain me why doing it good, why do wasn't good, wasn't right, explain me why it wasn't right. And my father tell me about people, who you think people ain't really who you think they is. He tell me about friends, he tell me about family. Everybody love you today because you bringing something for them. Tomorrow they will hate you if you couldn't provide, if you can't provide what you was providing for them. And all that does give me a different vision of life. And my father, I would say he's my best friend. He's my, I would say, only realest friend because he's the only man who wants to see me do better than him. My father sacrificed a lot for me. A lot of people would judge me and my father, but he's my father. I know I learned a lot from him that nobody else can teach me. And I'm glad that I had a father and I never turned against my father because of what other people were telling me about my father, because he's my father. And he's the only man I realize would want to see me do better than him. So it's good to have a father in your life, especially if your father doing everything for you, showing you life, not only telling you about life, but showing you life. You gotta appreciate them. And number three is things that I've been through in life myself. In things that I tell myself I would never go back in them situation. I would never let people get that upper hand to do me the things that they were doing. And that's why I was like, I can be my own boss. And if I be my own boss, I want to treat people how people were treating me. If I gotta be a family member to people, I want to treat them how I used to be getting treated. Because people have feelings as well, and everybody would say that what I've been through, been all of that, but I know what we're going through, so I wouldn't really nobody tell me how to feel about the situation that I was going through. And I always tell myself I will never go back in them type of situations, and if I be in a situation that people was into me, I will never treat people the same way they were treating me. That are just things that life that teach you that nobody can teach you. And it's either you learn from them things or either you just accept them things and just be the person who you was in that situation for your whole life. And that's something me I can't be. Because that ain't how I want to be treated and that ain't how I would be treating people as well. So sometimes you can't judge people because they move in a certain way. You gotta understand the story, you gotta understand what they've been through and why great people are the way how they are today, because there's certain things they've been through in life and they tell themselves they will never go back in them situations. And while I was going through them situations, I would tell myself that I regret choosing this. But then after where I is today, looking back, I'm glad that things happen the way they happen, because that does give me a different vision of life, a different perspective of where you have to move and how and what to expect from people. Don't always expect people to be good for 100 years, cause that would never happen. Cause one day somebody can be good with you, the next day they can hate you for I don't know. So if you're in a position where you're regretting today, just tell yourself better days can come, and when better days do come, do everything that you're supposed to do to don't go back in the type of situations. That's the only way you can face it. If you gotta cry about it, cry about it. If you gotta do what you gotta do about it, do what you gotta do about it. But once you get through it, always find a way to never go back in situations that you was in. And that's what I'm doing right now. Finding every type of way to not go back in situations where people have to be taking or to give me advantage of me because there's nothing else I could do.